Hello my dear students, how are you all? I hope you all are well and you are studying from these lectures. You are getting really good help from these lectures. My dear students, as you all know that we have started this chapter Chemical Effects of Electric Current, where in your previous lecture we have discussed two experiments. Okay, in the first experiment where we have taken a potato as an electrolyte, okay, where we have observed a small spot, right, a color change on an electrode. In the second experiment where we have taken acidulated water, we have observed that there was a formation of bubbles or gas, that is hydrogen and oxygen on cathode and anode. Okay, so from there we have observed that yes, there was a formation of gas. Now today also we are going to perform one more experiment. Okay, and we will see what this experiment is about and what we have learned from this experiment. So in the very first place we have to take a beaker. Okay, now this has to be filled with an electrolytic solution, right? Okay, so this has been filled. Now this electrolytic solution, suppose in this particular experiment, is AgNO3. AgNO3 is nothing but silver nitrate solution. Then we have to put an electrode over here, and this electrode, is made up of entirely pure silver. Okay, silver. This electrode is entirely made up of silver coating. Okay, now we have to, on the other end, we have to take a spoon. Right, this spoon we have to take. Obviously it has to be connected with a circuit, so a circuit is required. Okay, what we gonna do, we gonna make a small simple circuit over here. Okay, this is the positive terminal, this is the negative one. It has to be connected with a bulb. Okay, and then it has to give a key. Okay, and then connect it to the another end. So this is what? This is cathode, that you all know. This one is what? Anode. Now, whenever this type of setup where there is presence of electrolyte solution or electrolytic solution, I would say, and there are presence of two electrode, this type of setup whenever you see, okay, with a simple circuit, that we call as voltmeter. That setup is known as what? Voltmeter. Okay, and there is having an electrolytic solution, it is having two electrodes connected with a simple circuit. It is nothing but this setup is known as voltmeter. Now when the current is allowed to pass through this electrolytic solution, what is happening over here? This silver nitrate solution, it will get what? Converted, it will get broken down into two different anions, that is Ag and NO3 negative. Okay, NO3 negative. This silver nitrate solution will break down into two ions, Ag plus and NO3 negative. Okay, so now when this current has been allowed to pass through this electrolytic solution, this will happen, and this Ag plus will get deposited on this copper spoon. Okay, this is what? Copper spoon. So slowly it will start getting deposited over here on the spoon. Obviously, if the solution will start losing Ag, that is silver plus ions, and which is getting deposited on the spoon, so the solution will have a there will be a loss of this silver ions, right? उसमें क्या होगा? उस solution में क्या होगा? सिल्वर की कमी होगी. But one thing you need to keep in mind, that this particular electrode is also made up of pure silver. So what will happen during electrolysis? Okay, this from this silver ions will get deposited into the electrolytic solution. So there won't be any, lack of particular silver ion. The amount will be what? Equal. There will be no loss of silver ions, as the silver ions from the AgNO3 solution are getting deposited on the silver spoon. This particular part where it is having a silver coating or electrode, the deposition of this particular silver will be there after the current has been allowed to pass. Now what this experiment is about and what you are exactly trying to tell us? We have seen this experiment, we have understood it, but what is the meaning? What is the conclusion? See, this experiment shows that there will be deposition of a metal on what? Another object. Okay, it will be another object. So from the three experiments, the first one where the color got changed slightly, not completely. In the second where we have seen that there is a formation of gas, and in the third where deposition of metal on another object has taken place. So these three conclusions shows that these processes are nothing but they are connected with what? Electrolysis. So whenever there will be a process of electrolysis, there should be either three of them or at least one effect can be seen if it is related with the electrolysis. So that is the reason I have conducted three experiments. Now you might be thinking, ma'am, what is exactly electrolysis is? So let us, start this topic electrolysis. Then you will be able to understand it in a very complete way. Note it down this experiment because this is really important. From this only you can conclude. Okay, then we will start the topic electrolysis. So basically electrolysis is what? The process of breaking down of a substance using electricity is called as electrolysis. See, it is a combination of two words, electro and lysis. Here electro means using electricity and lysis means breakdown. So what could be the possible definition? The process of breakdown of a substance, okay, using what? Of course we are studying electric current, so it has to be using what? Electricity. That is nothing but electrolysis. Okay, so the breakdown of a substance using what? Electricity is called electrolysis, where electro means using electricity and lysis means breakdown. So to understand this concept, you need a setup. Okay, so I have drawn over here, you have to take a beaker. Likewise we have taken in the early experiments. Then you have to fill it with an electrolytic solution. Electrolytic solution. What is an electrolytic solution? A solution that allows the process of electrolysis to be done. Okay, so that is nothing but electrolytic solution. Again, now what we have to do? We have to take two electrodes connected with the positive and negative terminals. Okay, so over here this one is positive, this one is negative. So that means if it is positive, so that will be what? Anode, and this will be what? Cathode. Okay, right? So this has to be done over here. Okay. So this positive is anode and the negative is cathode, and this one is what? Electrolytic solution. The solution that conducts electrolysis, okay, is what? Electrolytic solution. Now here you can see that this particular two electrodes, cathode and anode, are dipped into an electrolytic solution. See, the electrolytic solution has to be a very good conductor of electricity. It should be a very good conductor of electricity. Okay. Okay, sorry, electricity. It has to be what? Good conductor of electricity. Which are those? See, let me tell you, like NaCl. This is common salt, H2SO4 and CuSO4. These are considered to be a very good conductors of electricity. So whenever we need to take an electrolytic solution, we either choose one of them. So apart from this, these two are included in your syllabus. So suppose we have an electrolytic solution where it is what? CuSO4. This positive is, some ions are what? Cations, and this negative are what? Anions. Whenever the solution, the electrolytic solution, when the current is allowed to pass through this electrolytic solution, what will happen? The process of electrolysis will happen. How? There will be breakdown of this particular CuSO4. There will be a breakdown of CuSO4 into what? It's two ions, U plus and SO4 negative. You can write only SO negative also. Okay, if you don't want to get confused. So there will be what? Breakdown of these two components, Cu plus and SO negative. Now what will happen? This copper Cu plus will get start depositing towards what? Since it is positive, since it is having positive charge, it will move towards what? Cathode. Okay, it will move towards what? Cathode. And SO4 negative, that is having negative charge, it will move towards what? The anode. So it has, when the particular electrode which is connected on the positive terminal, it is known as anode. The one electrode which is connected towards the negative terminal is called cathode. But the deposition, according to the law of basic attraction or repulsion, अगर हम basic law of attraction की बात करते हैं तो आप जानते हैं positive and negative, these two attract each other. Means positive will attract the negative and negative will attract the positive. Right? So there will be deposition of what? This Cu plus towards the cathode, because it is connected with what? Negative terminal. And SO4 will get deposited towards the anode as it is connected with what? Positive terminal. Right? So when these components get deposited, if it is on the anion side, it is called as cations. Okay? So Cu plus is what? Cations. And SO negative is what? Anions. Okay? Are you understanding it? I know it's confusing, but you have to remember, positive is anode, negative is cathode. Okay? Then this is having connected with the positive terminal. Okay? So the negative, obviously positive negative का क्या होगा? Attraction होगा. तो negative वाला किधर जाएगा? Obviously positive वाले के पास, यानी एनोड के पास. तो वो कहलाते हैं अनायंस. ओके, जो कैथोड जो कि नेगेटिव टर्मिनल से कनेक्टेड है, ओके, उसकी तरफ क्या मूव होंगे? ये Cu प्लस पॉजिटिव चार्ज है, इसलिए वो कहलाते हैं कैटायंस. समझ रहे हैं आप? So the positive ones are called cations, the negative ones are called anions. The one which is connected, the electrode which is connected to the positive terminal is anode. The electrode which is connected with the negative terminal is anode. This is all about electrolysis. Okay, ये electroplating क्या है? This is this is a part of, this is a functioning, I would say, application of electrolysis. So that is different part that we will study also. ओके, बट यहाँ आपको जो बेसिक चीज़ें याद रखने की ज़रूरत है कि जब कभी भी हम कोई एक इलेक्ट्रोलाइटिक सोल्यूशन देते हैं, उसे इट हैज़ टू बी अ गुड कंडक्टर ऑफ इलेक्ट्रिसिटी. ओके, व्हेनेवर द करंट इज अलाउड टू पास, देयर विल बी अ ब्रेकडाउन ऑफ द कंपोनेंट्स इनटू टू, दैट इज द पॉजिटिव एंड द नेगेटिव. द पॉजिटिव आयंस एंड द नेगेटिव आयंस. ओके, the positive will get deposited towards the anode and the negative will get deposited towards the cathode, resulting into what? Cations and anions. Okay, that is all about electrolysis. Okay, we will study it in more detail in your next lecture. Until then, students, do try to understand this experiment and the experiments which I have taught you in the previous lecture. Okay, good day students, take care.